relegation fight just becomes that bit harder for Hull City as we suffer an awful 1-0 loss at the Swansea.com Swansea City Stadium down in South Wales. 4 games remaining at the start of this one. Only 3 games left now. 2 at home. Obviously that final one away at Portsmouth on the final game of the season. And well, it could all come down to then as Hull City suffer a 1-0 loss. I've been saying this for the past few days. 1 point is a must. 3 points is a win. And I didn't even bother mentioning the other option. Well, the other option has come into fruition through no fault of real Hull City's own, other than an absolutely horrid call by the referee. I'll come to that in a minute. I've got a screenshot. I've got the still image of the absolutely horrendous handball call, which, I mean, you might be here for to see the horrendous handball call that has been called upon Hull City here. But we'll break away from that for the moment. Wasn't the best performance from Hull City anyway. A very, very strong performance from Swansea. Very, very hard to break them down and really only got anything going in the second half. Must have been a good halftime team talk as some sort of fire was lit within Hull City as we came out for the second half looking for some, and then obviously conceded the goal in the 51st minute through the penalty. Luckily not to concede one in the first few minutes of the second half. We're going to take some bonuses from the game. That seems to be what Hull City do best. But, yeah, the referees had a little bit of an agenda against Hull City. A total of 4 different yellow cards were awarded. I mean, 3 yellow cards were awarded before the 13th minute mark. Sean McLaughlin got one and then looked like he was on to get a second one. Gelhardt got one in the first half, and then Matt Crooks got one when he came on in the second half, and then he got a second one right at the end of the game. So Matt Crooks will also miss the home Easter Monday game against Preston North End. So Matt Crooks got sent off through 2 yellows, so therefore will miss the next game. Not overly concerned about that. Maybe would be concerned if he had a key starting role in this one, but came off the bench. Did contribute quite a bit and looked somewhat all right when he came on. Certainly going to be one to miss for the Preston game. But of course, at least it's not a straight red and therefore would miss the rest of the season. Luckily, only a 2 yellow red. Thought it was okayly done in the second half by City. Just really, really hard to break down the Swansea squad. They were set up well. They knew what they was doing. They knew City's game plan. They knew play the long ball and try and force City to play the long ball themselves, which they weren't set up well to do so. Headers were missed. Wasn't great control-wise. Passing play wasn't the best. Overall wasn't the best to play from City. Certainly, people were saying in the live stream, bring on next season as they want a new look City squad. And I've got to be part of that because it wasn't the best from City. We know that. Suffering 1-0 away on the road, okay, that can happen. But when you're in sort of a situation where 3-4 games left and you're sitting at the moment 2 points outside of the relegation zone, things aren't looking the best. It's not time to cause for panic. As I said, I think Hull City will still stay up. We are 2 points clear of the relegation zone. Keyword there, clear. Of course, we do play Derby County a week on Saturday. They're the team just below us. They're also just outside of the relegation zone. I think their goal difference is keeping them outside the relegation zone compared to Luton. Of course, they just lost Luton today. So that would be the big game for City. On Saturday, 26th of April, 3 p.m. kickoff at the MKM Stadium, Hull City versus Derby County. That will be the game that decides whether Hull City are staying in the Championship or whether it's going down to the final game of the season and Hull City will have to make sure that they keep their bums super clean against Portsmouth away on the road in that 12:30 kickoff, because it's all going to come down to that now that our lead has been rest. Luckily, Plymouth lost, rock bottom of the table. And then obviously a few games still to happen in the Championship later on this evening. Might have already happened by the time you're watching this video. But let's get over to the moment that you came to this game for. We'll stop talking about what might happen for City, and let's talk about what has happened in this absolutely horrendous handball call. This is the moment of contact here. This is the moment that the ball touched John Egan. Ball shot at the goal. Egan comes diving across. Fantastically done by Egan. That right there has hit him on the Kappa logo. That has hit him on the Kappa logo. That Kappa logo is on my chest. Is it on my shoulder? No. Is it on my arm? No. There's another one on the arm. Yes, I'll give you that. But this Kappa logo here, apologies for hitting the mic there. This Kappa logo here, it's on my chest. Not on my shoulder, not on my arm, not even on my hand. It's not handball. That right there could be the moment that sends Hull City down to League One. That poor refereeing call right there could be the deciding factor whether Hull City are a championship team next season or whether they're back down in League One trying to fight to get that title again and come out back to the championship and try and claw the way back to the promised land of the Premier League, where Adjan says that we're going to get there in a couple of years' time. Well, moments like this kind of put a nail in the coffin and say, you know what, you're destined to go down. That is absolutely horrendous officiating. I had Swansea City fans agreeing in the comments of the live stream saying, never a penalty, horrid call. That right there. What on earth happened? What on earth has happened? The referee had a direct line of eyesight to it as well. I mean, the referee is probably looking at as I am looking my monitor right now. And I can tell you right now, that's not a penalty. So why did the referee say that it was a penalty? What on earth was he on? Never a penalty, not in my wildest dream, not in his wildest dreams, and never in John Egan's wildest dreams. He knew it. He went marching to the referee and got told, no, go away. It's a penalty, go away. I'm trying to get this penalty going, go away. No, it's not a penalty. Absolutely horrendous call from the referee. And Hull City, 3 games remaining, have got to pull a miracle out the hat. We're 2 points clear, yes. But we still need to pick up results. That 2 points clear. I mean, that could easily, next game that happens Easter Monday, we could be in the relegation zone. We lose, teams beneath us win. Well, we're in the relegation zone. 2 games to go. And the odds aren't looking good in Hull's favour. At the moment, I say, it's nothing to panic about. But time is running out on Hull City. And it's running out quick. So let's hope that there's a miracle left in this squad. There's a goal from somewhere. Whether that be João Pedro. Whether that be a Nordin Amrabat. Whether that be a Lincoln, a Puerta, a Geldhart, a Kamara. Whether even Panda gets one. I don't care. As long as goals come from somewhere. And this City squad can fight to keep their lives in this championship. Defensively, we looked quite alright in this game. McLaughlin had a bit of a rocky first 30 minutes, which resulted in him being a very early substitution for Cody Drammer. Drammer came on, looked quite alright, to be fair, down the left-hand side. I probably might look at starting him on Easter Monday. Defensively, we look strong. Egan and Hughes, both had good games. It's attackingly, going forward. I mean, dare I get the stats up? I mean, last couple of minutes, there was definitely a lot of shots for City. So 11 shots, 3 on target. There was 1 shot, 0 on target in that first half for City. And the first half was horrendous. A miracle's got to come from somewhere. And to be frank, I don't fully know where it's going to come from. So let's hope that City can have a good Easter weekend. Lay off the chocolate eggs. Easter Monday rolls round at home to Preston. Pick up a point. 3 points. That'll be beautiful. Roll on to next week against Derby. Key game. That one we kind of have to win. And it comes round to the final game of the season. And it's not resting on the final game of the season. I want to be safe before the trip to Portsmouth. Because we know City's track record with final games of the seasons. It isn't good. Look at last season. We had things on the line last season. A possible playoff place. I mean, yes, we if we won, it wouldn't have happened. Because I think Norwich won or someone won. But things are on the line. Majorly. More importantly than last season. And, as I say, a miracle's got to happen. So, that's my reaction. I mean, go ball back down to the game. First half, awful. Second half was better. If we had that first half across the entire 90 minutes, you maybe would have seen a more worn down Swansea City come the 70, 80th minute, and maybe you could have seen goals go in. Need that integrity from minute one. That's what needs to happen in these final 3 games. So, I'll see you in the next video. Of course, I'll have my preview prediction video coming out on Sunday ahead of the Easter Monday game. And obviously, we'll be counting down the final 2 fixtures. And big things need to happen for City. This is the place to keep updating all the City news and content. The HullCityFanCentral YouTube channel. So make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. And up the Tigers!